morning, my truths, clues aficionados. I hope that you're being safe out there, paying attention to life's truths, clues around you. Still trying to get through this month. It feels like a whole year and a month to me. So I hope that you guys are doing better than I am, because I am getting kicked in the butt financially right now. The case I want to discuss with you is extremely sensitive. And as anybody knows, we all love children. And this case goes back a while. It goes back to 2009. And there's a little girl. Her name was Sandra. She was the neighborhood sprite in the mobile home park where she lived and her playground area. She felt at ease within its gates, but under home rules, she would only leave with an adult she trusted. And sadly, Sandra trusted Huckabee. At 2:45, March 27th, 2009, Sandra had showed up to pay with Huckabee's daughter, who turned her away. Sandra went on to play on the swings at another girl's house. At about 3:45 p.m., a video shows Sandra skipping down the street, happiest little girl in the trailer park, and then turning, somebody like speaking to her, turning towards Huckabee's house, never to be seen alive again. A woman by the name of Huckabee kidnapped, raped, and murdered an 8-year-old girl, stuffed her body in a suitcase, and then dumped her in a pond a few miles from her home. Prosecutors not only alleged, she eventually pled guilty to that. Huckabee had volunteered as a Sunday school teacher at her grandfather's Clover Road Baptist Church in Tracy, appeared in San Joaquin County courtroom for her arraignment in a red jumpsuit and shackles, very fitting for her. She trembled and cried as a judge read the charge. 1 count of murder with special circumstances of rape with a foreign object, lewd or lascivious conduct with a child under 14, and murder in the course of a kidnapping. Sandra disappeared March 27, 2009, last seen on surveillance camera video, skipping again, happy little girl, outside the Orchard Park Estates mobile home park, where she lived just 5 doors down from this bitch Huckabee. Police have said Sandra was found wearing the same clothes she had on when she was last seen, a pink Hello Kitty t-shirt and black leggings. You can see that very clearly on her video. Precious little girl. And the fact that, the whole Hello Kitty thing is just heartbreaking to me. My kids and grandkids love Hello Kitty. A former Sunday school teacher, Melissa Huckabee, used a noose to strangle 8-year-old Sandra. Bitch. Officials revealed today during a confused killer's sentencing, Huckabee was accused of poisoning Sandra and sexually assaulting her with a foreign object. She needs to have her gonads electrocuted. Huckabee was accused of poisoning Sandra and sexually assaulting her with a foreign object before killing her and dumping her body in an irrigation pond. No respect. Some of her injuries were consistent with a rolling pin with a bent handle and bloody smudge found inside the church where Huckabee had taught. The smudge matched Sandra's blood, according to a pathologist report. Surveillance video from the trailer park showed Cantu skipping home towards her house on March 27th when something caught her eye, and Cantu looks over in the direction of Melissa Huckabee's residence. Then she drops off the face of the earth. Melissa was like, "Oh, probably come with me. You can come over to play now. Everything that was going on before is just fine." But this was just a way to get her, she thought, without anybody seeing her. She needs her gonads electrocuted. The videotape then shows Huckabee 8 minutes later driving out of the mobile home park in the direction of her grandfather's church, Clover Road Baptist Church. Another surveillance tape showed Huckabee driving away from the church and then returning to the church 30 minutes later. In that 30-minute window, a retired Marine and his wife saw Huckabee and her SUV at the irrigation pond where Sandra's body would later be found stuffed in a suitcase. When the coroner finished the autopsy, his report at 5 a.m. April 7th, Sandra had been beaten, sexually assaulted, smothered to death, redressed, and carefully crammed into the suitcase, into a perfect fetal position. What is going on with this crazy lady in her head? The brutal sexual assault gave no evidence of semen or no other body, no sign of a man, which totally blew their profile out of the fucking water because they were sure it was some kind of a man, this, that, and this. I mean, you can't, I'm sure it works most of the time, but you can't apply it every freaking time. Look for a cylindrical object at the scene, the coroner told the investigators. In a kitchen drawer at the church, investigators found a metal rolling pin with a bent handle and a red-brown smudge. Church members used the rolling pin to make unleavened bread for the Lord's Supper. How offensive and decrepit is that? Something that's surrounded with such positive energy used in such a devilish fashion. It would test positive for Sandra's DNA. The night Sandra went missing, Huckabee told police she went to the church about 4:50 or 5 o'clock, came back about 6:30, and stayed home all night. The next day, during a vigil for Sandra, she rushed up to the police and the FBI agents, very agitated, crying, hyperventilating, probably because she wasn't getting the response that she wanted. Munchausen is hurting somebody to put the attention on you. I mean, you're so mentally fucked up in the head if you're doing that. She said she kicked over a note on the ground. How lucky for her. She lost the suitcase and she finds the note. Cantu locked in a stolen suitcase thrown in water on Bachati Road and Whitehall Road. Witness, it read, numerous misspellings. I mean, stolen is Stolin, whatever. Huckabee tracks the news from her bed where she had checked herself in 2 days earlier, claiming she had accidentally swallowed an X-Acto knife blade while sleepwalking. What the fuck, bitch? Get real. Police watched her room. She had called the mobile park office shortly after Sandra's disappearance to report her suitcase missing. Like somebody who gets their car used in a crime and then calls in and turns the car stolen after they committed the crime. She seemed to tell everybody about the theft. The police, her grandparents, nurses, and even poor Sandra's mother in a text message. Crazy bitch, crazy bitch. That night, she sent other texts to her grandmother. They are having an 8:15 news briefing on the suitcase. That was fast. I hope they didn't find anything. Later, she sent another text to Connie Lawless. I hope she wasn't sexually assaulted. When questioned by the police, the suitcase, she said, kind of looked like mine, according to Bauer. Man, it kind of looks like I had something to do with it. And then she probably smiled coyishly and batted her fucking eyelashes. Huckabee said she didn't have anything to do with it and stuck to her story. I asked her, the police, why would someone take her? The detective told the grand jury. She responded, why do people hurt other people? Because they're sick in their head. Disgusting. I think she knows herself very well, eh? Huckabee was an event planner in Southern California and had studied criminology at a community college. Lucky for her. Still didn't get her from sentence life. She loved a good TV crime drama, especially Law and Order. Don't we all? Connie Lawless described Huckabee, now 29, as a loner who suffered from depression, had a history of cutting herself on her ankles. Diagnosed bipolar schizophrenic, she kept a bottle of prescribed benzodiazepine, the highly potent anti-anxiety drug known by the name of Xanax. She kept other drugs too, Adderall for PEPs, paroxetine to combat depression, furosemide, a diuretic used for heart problems and hypertension. In January 2009, a nearby parent accused Huckabee of taking her child without permission and drugging her. The girl came home loopy. Tests found benzodiazepine in her blood. A Tracy officer questioned Huckabee, but the girl's mother had drug issues as well, So instead of looking into it, just write the whole fucking thing off. And as well, Huckabee acted indignant. Why wouldn't she, crazy fucking bitch? There was no proof. And a notebook Huckabee kept by the phone for a wedding dress services. She sometimes told her boyfriend, Daniel Plowman, that she was pregnant and Plowman said he wanted to marry her. On March 2nd, they met in the church. He told the grand jury. She gave him a drink, saying it tasted strange. Try it, she told him. That evening, police found Plowman passed out in a McDonald's drive-through lane. He awoke in jail, but never reported her because he felt like a stupid idiot, probably, for having been played by her. Divorced and unemployed, Huckabee spent her days mostly in the mobile home park and taught Sunday school at the church a half a block away, which was also her granddad's church. At home, she took care of her daughter. Sandra would drop by to play, she said, up to 10 to 15 times a day. That probably got on her nerves, honestly. She could have sent the child away more often. And her daughter and her being best friends, she probably had a lot of time to be irritated, she claimed, by the girl to plan this crime. So they gave this condition a name for her. Such a behavior has a name: Munchausen by proxy syndrome, a form of child abuse in which a person harms somebody else, often children, for attention. The prosecutor in the case noted that Huckabee's daughter may have also fallen victim to the crazy bitch. The child had a history of being sick and in need of hospital care way too often, but they claimed that she was crazy about her daughter. There were 20 times or so that Melissa cut herself, set fires, or verbally or psychologically attacked someone else, such as a roommate. There was something like that going on here and after the murder, where she wanted to be the center of attention. She had some kind of bad idea. Instead of doing good deeds and trying to be a good citizen on how to get attention out of people. That's what you call a crazy bitch. And I'm sorry for her kids and her family. But I'm sorrier for Sandra's family and the shit they had to be put up with because of this crazy bitch. The text message was just one clue. Also, the day after Sandra disappeared, Huckabee was hysterical and hyperventilating as she went to the police to say she had found a note on lined paper. A search of a computer at Huckabee's trailer found a web story in September 2008 reporting Israeli divers finding a suitcase with the remains of a 4-year-old girl. Later, tests matched a cord on the suitcase when one missing from the schoolroom. I don't know, Bauer said. Melissa's world was her daughter. Sandra was like the little flower child of the trailer park. She had like a little ray of sunshine. Everybody liked her. Melissa's daughter is not like that. I don't know if there's some jealousy going on. Melissa Huckabee said she still struggles for an explanation for why she killed Sandra. I'm sure she does because she's crazy. She said that she believes God has forgiven her and she has asked for the same forgiveness from Sandra's mother, Maria Chavez. Although Huckabee's motives may never be known, San Joaquin County prosecutors revealed Monday how she killed Sandra by asphyxiating her with a torn cloth drenched in alcohol, which I think it would be good for her too. Please, babies, stay safe. Keep your baby safe. Keep them close to your house. Everybody thinks that you can go around and play. You never really know anybody. So always keep an extra eye open. Watch out for those clues. With that, my heart goes out to Sandra Cantu's family, her grandparents, her aunt, her mom. I'm sorry that you had to experience this. Nobody should have to experience the loss of a child. And if this lady was sick, I wish there would have been more help to her. I know there's not a lot of help for mental conditions, but I'm sorry, at a point, you've got to cut the cord and you've got to pay the price for what you've done. So with that, I love you guys. Stay safe. Pay attention to the truths, clues around you. If this provided you any useful information on staying safe or just, educated you on the situation that went on with Sandra, please like and subscribe. I'm trying very hard to remember to say that at the end of all my videos. Like and subscribe. If you are really interested in helping me, grow my channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee at cupofcoffee.com. So enjoy your evening. Love you guys. I'll see you next Monday. Take care. Be safe. And enjoy the next time. Enjoy till the next time.